Hello and welcome to part 2 of this video on how to join the ends of your peyote with a twist to make a bangle. In the first part I showed you how to peyote up and down between the two seams here, and I've continued with this between the two seams here, so it's up from this seam here all the way down this side to this seam, all the way back, and I've continued to do that back and forth until I've built up this area. I only have a small area now, and that's where we're going to join the two pieces, so we have a nice clean finish. Now I know I've done the right amount of peyote just here, because if I look further along I know that I've got 10 rows between the two seams here, and I've got 10 rows here, so I know that I've done the right amount. And also the final beads will be down at the seam, so that's another way to tell. So I've got to this point where my last row has gone right up this side, so if I now turn round I'm going to put this needle through. My last bead was placed just here. This is my last bead, so I've gone down through the seam, turned round and come back up through that bead again like you would normally, and that's the last bead I've placed. So at this point we're going to zip up. If you haven't zipped up before, all it requires is you have a sticky out bead on one side and a bead on the inside, and they just have to marry up, so you can zip them up and they all meet like that. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next. So I have my first bead here, and we're going to go through this first sticky out bead to join on. Then I'll be going across to the next sticky out bead. I need to pass my needle back through so it's easier to work. So it's going into this one. And I'll be going through all the sticky out beads all the way up. Then this one, and you can see it's coming together. Then it'll be this one, that one, this one, this one. If you're not quite sure, you can keep checking your work to make sure you're choosing the right ones. Yep. This one. And finally this one. And I'm going to take it down the seam bead here. So that's that all zipped up. Now in order to keep this tight, I would advise going all the way back again to reinforce it so you don't have a weak place here. So just go, turn round at your seam here and go all the way down again, and there's your join. If I pull it apart you might be able to see the route I took. So I've gone between those beads there. So we're all tightened up, we're all joined up, so that's our completed bangle. Make sure we reinforce it, and that's that finished. This is very easy to do because it's a plain one with a single seam. It's the same principle for a double seam, you just join the two seams and carry on peyote like you would this one. As I say, this is a plain one. Obviously this lends itself to patterned bangles as well, and what you'll need to do is find a short repeat pattern, and you can actually match the pattern so it just follows all the way around. And what I'll do is I'll make a short repeat bangle and do a third video to show you the best way to do that. So I hope this has been of help, and happy beading. Bye.